Hello everyone, my name is Cami and welcome to my channel, Key to Disney. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. On my channel, I'm doing Disney content with a sprinkle of Bath & Body Works. But in today's video, we have my November Project Use It Up finale and my November empties. I'm filming this on the 29th of November, and this is going to be going up on the 30th of November. So happy Wednesday, everyone. This is going to be a longer video, but my Vlogmas content starts on the 1st of December. So the only day I was able to film this was the 29th and then get it up for the 30th. So I'm losing about a day and a half of potential progress, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm pretty happy in the progress and the empties that I have for this month. Okay, so we'll start with my progress and then the products that I'm still currently using. So the two scents that I have in my two wallflowers in my house is warm apple pie, and then I also have 'Tis the Season. 'Tis the Season in the wallflower is literally so strong. I put this one in probably 3 weeks ago in my area that I film in, and I can still smell it. It's super strong. So I'm just gonna continue these into my winter project Use It Up, which my winter project Use It Up video is coming out on the 3rd of December, I believe. So stay tuned for that. I think that's on Saturday. Okay, so the one thing that I'm super proud of myself, I knew I was not going to use this up, but this is Raspberry Jam Donut. There is the progress I made from here to here. It was full when we started this project and I got all the way down to here. So I'm pretty proud of myself, but I am going to probably retire this or use it as like a room spray from time to time. The next thing I didn't use at all, which I'm going to keep this in my project, I think, just to try to use it up. But this is the Unicorn Whipped Body Butter. I don't think I used it at all, maybe once. It smells really good and it's really pretty to use, but it's super greasy. And I'm like never in the mood for like a greasy feeling like body butter. So there's that. The next thing I made a ton of progress on is the Comfort Vanilla and Patchouli. I might just leave this on my desk so I continue to use it, but this is one of the aromatherapy glass bottles, and it was about here when we started, and I made it all the way down here. So I'm super proud of myself. Hopefully I can finish this up during the winter. I'm not gonna press myself to use it, but since it's already half full, I'm gonna probably just continue using it. The next thing I only used once is Pumpkin Cupcake in the body cream. I only used it once. I am going to retire this out of the project, but I should be able to finish this up next fall, no problem. The next body cream that I was going to try to finish up all 3 of these body creams, but I didn't, but that's okay. This is Sugared Cherry Crisp. This one smells so good, and again, I used this maybe once or twice, but I'm going to retire that. The next one, I don't know if I told you I was putting in the project, but I used this once. I don't know why I decided to add it. I just was going through my collection and I was like, this smells really good. So I decided to use it once, but this is Sparkling Plum Prosecco. That's where it was full, and I used it maybe once, maybe twice if we're pushing it. This smelled really good. This is a good fruity fragrance. I'm not going to talk about the products that I used up that much because this video is probably going to be really long, but if you're interested in my opinions on these, watch my previous Project Use It Up updates for fall. The next thing, I don't think I told you guys I was throwing in here, but this is Twilight Woods. I have, I think, one more of these, or this is finally my last one. I use this kind of as a room spray and probably sprayed it 2 or 3 times as a room spray. I'm going to be retiring that though. Everything else in this bucket is going to be retired besides this. And this is the Julia Has a Gun little perfume. I used up that much this month, so I sprayed it once, and I'm going to definitely finish this up in the month of December. The rest is going to be retired. So unfortunately, I only reached for Sweater Weather once, and I barely made a mark in it. Barely, just barely. And here is the little lotion. I really don't like this scent. I might hold on to it for one more season and try to use it again next year, but no promises. So there's that. The next one I'm really proud of myself is Happy Halloween. I used up almost more than half of this shimmer body mist. I didn't use up that much in this last month because Halloween was over, but I will definitely put this back in maybe in the springtime, since it is a good fruity fragrance, and I should be able to use this up during the spring. The next little duo I put in, and I put this in randomly because I wanted more of a date night scent, I put in 1,000 Wishes which I might continue on now that I think about it, because this is literally almost gone. So I used this probably twice. And this is in the little mini body cream. And then the fine fragrance mist, I sprayed twice. So I didn't make a huge dent in it, but this might be continued on. Now that I think about it, I probably should continue that on, or at least until the body cream is empty. My next little duo, I didn't use up as much, but I'm really proud of myself. This is my Bonfire Bash duo. The fine fragrance mist, I used just over half, and last month I used up that much, so not too much. But if you guys have Bonfire Bash, you guys know this scent is so powerful and so strong. Literally, I can spray this twice and I can smell it pretty much the entire day. So that's why I didn't make as much progress on this one. On the body butter, I made a ton of progress on. This is what it looks like. It's almost gone. It's like probably over halfway empty. So there's that. I'm really proud of myself. In my winter project Use It Up, I have a Fireside Flurries that I'm trying to use up, and I might continue this Bonfire Bash body butter into that, just so I can like use this up and not hoard onto this for a whole nother year. A fine fragrance mist, I thought I was going to make some more progress on, but I didn't, and that's okay. This is Coconut Candy Apple, and this is the progress I made. I probably sprayed it twice. This is a good fruity like coconut fragrance, but it's also got like a little deep kind of like gourmand note to it. Super, super good. I'm surprised I wasn't gravitating towards that more. And then last little update we have is my warm vanilla sugar. I don't think I told you guys I brought in my body butter, but I emptied out my lotion, so I brought out a body butter, and then I also have my Diamond Shimmer Mist. The Diamond Shimmer Mist, I made so much progress on. Look at that. So, so good. This is almost empty. Probably just going to continue to use this. And then last but not least in my project Use It Up, like I said, the body butter. I wasn't planning on using up this whole thing, but I made a good dent, if you guys can see. I really love warm vanilla sugar. I kind of was not into it, and I kind of slept on warm vanilla sugar and didn't really give it a chance until my fall project Use It Up, and I absolutely love warm vanilla sugar. So those are all my products and my progress on my fall project Use It Up. I don't remember how many products I started with. I don't know, did I do a good job this fall project Use It Up? I'm not really sure. For myself, I already know the amount of empties I have, and I think I did pretty decent, and I made a ton of progress. Let me put away my fall products, and I'll be back with my empties. Okay, on to my empties in the Bath & Body Works bag. It's a little misleading. I have my non-Bath & Body Works products, and then my Bath & Body Works products in this little gray tote. I'm going to start with the non-Bath & Body Works products first, and I'm going to go through these super, super fast. The first thing I used up is this Secret Raspberry or Refreshing Berry deodorant. I always repurchase these. The next one I finished up is a Creep It Real Onyx Bathhouse Scrub in Creepy Caramel. This was super, super good and like an ooey gooey caramel. Loved it. Would definitely buy the scent again. The next thing I used up is a Sensodyne Repair and Protect Whitening Toothpaste. I started using the Lumino toothpaste because I saw some influencer talk about it, and I don't know if it's really helping. This Sensodyne definitely doesn't make my teeth sensitive, and it doesn't make it feel sensitive like normal whitening toothpaste does, because I have really sensitive teeth. But I also don't think this whitened my teeth, so I just feel like it was just your everyday like sensitive toothpaste. So I probably won't purchase this again. I think I have one more left, and then after that I probably won't repurchase it. The next thing I used up is a Creme Shop Hyaluronic Acid hydration mask. I thought this left my skin looking really glowy and hydrated, and this was like a little way to get me in the mood for the winter. The next thing I used up was probably super old, but this is the 911 Under Eye Rescue Patches by Pack Your Bags Tarte Skincare. These were so dry. I like put it on my eyes, and there was like no like serum on it, so I don't know if they were dried out. I didn't open them until I went to use them, but they were super dry, so probably wouldn't buy these again. The next thing I used up, which I'm so sad, this is the Morphe X Jeffree Star Continuous Setting Spray, and this was strawberry scented. This was so good. It's just like a little setting mist. There's just a little bit left, but it's empty. It smells like strawberries. It's so good, and I'm pretty sure the Continuous Setting Mist of the like the Set and Refresh Mist or whatever these are called now at Morphe are really expensive now. I think they're like 20 bucks now. I could totally be wrong, but I feel like these are pretty pricey now. And I remember buying this when Morphe was getting rid of their Jeffree Star stuff, and I paid like $6 for this. So I will probably repurchase the setting mist from Morphe once I run out of all my setting mists. The next thing I have is a candle from Hudson 43. These were from Joann Fabrics or Michaels or something, like for super, super cheap. It is an absolute mess because I warmed it and then I accidentally spilled it while it was hot. But this just smells like eucalyptus. It was really, really strong. When I was trying to burn it, which I ended up having to warm it because the wicks weren't cooperating. So I probably wouldn't buy this brand again, but I do have, I think, one more candle from that brand. I finished up 2 wax melts this month. Super excited. I finished up the Better Homes and Gardens Banana and Pumpkin Bread, a super good gourmand fragrance that was extremely, extremely strong. And then I also finished up at the fair, which was like a churro fragrance, also super good. And that was from Mainstays. Let me show you the makeup items I finished up this month. I finished up 4 makeup items, which I never finish up makeup items. This is exciting. I finished up this all-nighter Urban Decay face primer. This was really, really good. I probably wouldn't pay full price for it. This was probably from an Ipsy bag or something, so I probably won't repurchase this for the full price, but it was good while it lasted. The next thing I also used up is this Derma Blend little setting powder. This is like one of those loose powders. I thought it was good, but it also left like a little bit of a white cast, so I wouldn't repurchase it, but for the time being, it was fine. I finished up a lip product. I've never finished up a lip product before. There's a little bit like resting in, but no matter how many times I go back in, I can't get any of it out. But this is like a liquid like lip smacker, and it's Olaf, and it was vanilla. I don't know. It was just like a little lip gloss my boyfriend got me, so I used that up. I used up the Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer by Too Faced. This was really, really good. I love the Too Faced concealer, and I've scraped out like every last bit of this concealer. I have one more left, so I don't need to buy it back up right now, but I would definitely repurchase. The next thing I bought a long time ago, and it was like on super clearance at Ross. This is a Smashbox Water Photo Finish Primer Water. I've never used a primer water before, but it was nice, and it was a little tacky, so it helped my foundation stick to my skin, which is super nice. Just a few more non-Bath & Body Works items. I finished up this Rub Shower Scrub sample from Lush. It was a really pretty blue color, and it smelled so clean. I loved it. And then I finished the Nourishing Sugar Face Scrub from Tree Hut. I got this a while ago, and it literally lasted me like 3 months. So I will definitely repurchase this again. This is like a banana oat fragrance. It's not like super heavy on the banana, but it was super, super nice. And it wasn't too scrubby or too abrasive on my skin, which I loved. Next, I finished up this Country Girls Pretty Pearls Cotton Candy Lip Scrub. Nothing like super amazing about this, but it's just a lip scrub. And I finally finished that off. The next thing I finished up is this Creme Shop Sugar Body Scrub. So I think my one I used up last month was really expired because this was less liquidy, but I still didn't enjoy it. It made a huge mess. And like if it got in the lining of your tub when you were showering, you had to like scrub it off when I was done showering. So I won't repurchase these again. And I think that was my last one. Last but not least, I will never, ever, ever repurchase from this brand ever again. This is the AMNH Vanilla Raspberry Boobies Butter or whatever. This is so greasy. It made a greasy mess. The only way I could tolerate using this was using it in the shower because it was just so greasy. And I let it sit on my skin for like 5 minutes and then I instantly rinse it off. That was all the like regular like non-Bath & Body Works items I used off. I think there was like 20 something items, so super proud of myself there. Okay, so now to the part you guys have probably been waiting for this entire time. My Bath & Body Works empties. I'm so proud of myself. I'm trying to try to go in like an order like of specific products and not just pull out random items. The first thing I used up was a Sunwash Citrus Soap. This is fragrance scents of sugared lemons, juicy pineapple, and mandarin. This is the perfect citrus scent. I would definitely repurchase again. The next one I used up is Pumpkin Cupcake, Big Pumpkin, Whipped Vanilla, Frosting, and Golden Honey. I love Pumpkin Cupcake in a hand soap. It was perfect for the fall months. And one of my favorite all-time favorite soaps I used up is Autumn S'mores. crisp apple, gooey marshmallow, and cinnamon spice. It literally smells like a chocolate graham cracker s'more with a hint of apple. So good. I would repurchase this 100 times. Okay, moving on. I used up 2 little hand sanitizer items. I used up the I Pick You pumpkin apple. This pumpkin apple, I love that they're doing it in like body care, like the mini pumpkin apple. So good. And the hand sanitizer was just as good. I would love to repurchase that again. The next hand sanitizer I used up is Winterberry Ice. This was in my Project Use It Up last winter for a long time. And this month I put in work and I got this baby finished. Super proud of myself there. The next little category I have is the moisturizing body washes. I finished up the Aromatherapy Love Rose Vanilla. This was a super good, just like floral vanilla fragrance. I would definitely buy the Love Aromatherapy again. Something I wouldn't repurchase just because I don't love cucumber scents is the Coco Shea Cucumber. This just smelled like a straight up cucumber, like fresh from your garden, and that might be a scent that you like, but personally I don't like that kind of scent. So this cucumber Coco Shea was not for me, but that's okay. Moving on, let's do some like little miscellaneous products. I used up a Snowy Peach Berry car fragrance. The car fragrances for me last about 2 weeks. I'm just super bad at changing them out. I have to get better at it, but this one was pretty good. It definitely did not beat out the Pure Wonder one I used up last month. That one was so strong. This one, maybe like a 6 out of 10 on throw for about 2 weeks. The next thing I used up, which I'm so sad about, is the Sunrise Yoga Essential Oil Mist. I love using these oil mists like on my bed before I go to bed, like on my pillows before I go to bed. And this was just so good. It was a really good like mandarin orange fragrance. I'm so sad because I think the only thing I have left in this is maybe a body cream and a shower gel or like a bubble bath. So I love this scent. Bath & Body Works, please bring this back. The next like random item I have, I finished up a Japanese cherry blossom foaming bath. This was so good. I think these retail for $16.50, or they did. I bought this at the outlet, I think, or at some annual sale. This was really good. I love Japanese cherry blossom for a bath. It's a super like floral relaxing scent. Moving on, I did use up 4 minis this month. So proud of myself. I used up 2 little mini shower gels, one in Twilight Woods and one in Black Cherry Merlot. I would repurchase both of these in a shower gel in a heartbeat. Black Cherry Merlot is like a really good fruity fragrance, and then Twilight Woods is a really musky, woodsy fragrance. Super good. I used up 2 mini fine fragrance mists. The first one I used up is Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. I used about half of this bottle this month. Super proud of myself. And then the next one I used up is Warm Vanilla Sugar in this packaging, and I also used up about half of it this month. This took me 2 months to use up, so not too bad, especially when I'm using so many products, like so many other products in combination with that one. Okay, I used up 1 wallflower this month. This was in Japanese Cherry Blossom. Love Japanese Cherry Blossom in the bath and in the home fragrance. This was a super high thrower in the wallflower, so I'd repurchase that scent in the wallflower again. I only used up 1 candle this month. I've been trying to warm my wax melts and I haven't been using my candles as much, but I used up the Seaside Mist in a Try Me candle. This has fragrance notes of mandarin, sea spray, and lavender. So this was like a musky kind of fragrance in my opinion. I really liked it, but I probably wouldn't buy it again because the throw wasn't that strong, but that's probably just because it was a Try Me candle. I only used up 1 body cream this month, and I think I used up over half of it this month. Yeah, this is where the line was. This was Electric Yellow. I'm so happy I was able to finish it up. And also cut open your body creams. You can get like 4 or 5 more uses just by cutting up the bottles. This is, for instance, a pumpkin latte, toasted marshmallow, creamy sandalwood, and praline musk. Right now, I will not buy marshmallow pumpkin latte again. I'm just so sick of it right now because I was going ham on using it up. I used up 1 shower gel, 1 full-size shower gel in Bonfire Bash, vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, and cashmere musk. This was great in the shower, a good cozy nighttime fragrance. And then I used up 2 body lotions. So proud of myself for using these up. I dropped one. I'm so proud that I threw it. I used up the sweet cinnamon pumpkin, heirloom pumpkin, autumn cinnamon, and whipped vanilla. This was the line, and I used it all the way to the bottom. There's like a little bit right there, but no matter how hard I squeeze it, I left it laying upside down for like 2 hours, and I still couldn't get it out. So I'm calling this empty. I would repurchase this again. It was a good cinnamon pumpkin fragrance. The last lotion I used up is raspberry jam donut, and I used up about that much. So based on my usage, I found myself that one body lotion equals about half of a body spray. Like, if that makes sense, I need 2 lotions for 1 spray. But yeah, here is raspberry jam donut. And last but not least, say goodbye to Miss Champagne Toast. I used up 1 full-size fragrance mist. I finished this within like the first week of this month. I went super ham on using this up. I'm sick of Champagne Toast. You will not catch me buying her again. But that was all my products I used up in the month of November. I will put up my project use it up little spreadsheet, my empties spreadsheet that I post at the end of every month, and you guys can see how many products I used up. When looking at my data from the beginning of the year, this month I used up 21 products, I think, if I can remember correctly. And that actually tied for my best month of using up products in my empties. I'm so proud of myself. I hope for the month of December I can beat out my fall project use it up and use even more products. But thank you guys so much for watching today's empties and project use it up update. Stay tuned for my winter project use it up. That will be up just in a few days. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what products you guys used up in the month of November. And if you like seeing my face at Disney or Bath & Body Works content, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button because it's free to you. It helps me out so much, and you guys can always change your mind later. Thanks again, you guys, for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.